Hello, everyone. Atiku is not playing at all. He's going bus, 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 bus. APC Tinubu's government resorting to force to remain in power. Nigerians demand governance, not chaos. This is Atiku, taking on Tinubu. The former People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has revealed how the Bola Tinubu-led All Progressive Congress is so desperate to remain in power that it has now resorted to the use of force. They've always used force to intimidate people and cow people and just get people afraid. I think it is time for people to begin to realize that if we collectively stand together against these people, they cannot do anything. And I'll always make reference to what has just recently happened this week with the Lagos State, House of Assembly, standing up to Tinubu that is their everything, their godfather, their whatever. I remember some of the members when that whole thing was happening, they were saying that Tinubu is not God. He cannot determine what happens in Lagos State. And they've actually shown it that it's not God. And they've maintained the new speaker they voted for. That's the one that they have in there. So there's nothing. They don't get any power. Now fear where they fear them, now they depend on. His outburst comes following the local government crisis in Osun State that led to the death of one person and the invasion of the Lagos State House of Assembly by operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, and the police. If Tinubu and his illegitimate administration think that they can use the police and whatever like other people have always used, let us also remember that these police, they live among us. We must begin to talk to them and let them know. And the suffering, it's not only us that is suffering. The police don't have a different market that they buy goods cheaper from. And those police, if any of you is listening, if you like, you people should continue to be unfortunate. That is how that unfortunateness will continue to go after you, that all of you will be suffering, all of us will be suffering, we will be going through it all. In a statement he signed, that's the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar charged Nigerians to stop Tinubu and his government from subverting democracy. According to Atiku, Nigerians bore witness to a chilling display of lawlessness yesterday as the Tinubu-led All Progressive Congress APC exposed the depths of his desperation to retain power at all costs through sheer political brigandage and the subversion of democracy. In Osun State, the APC orchestrated a full-scale assault on the democratic process, attempting to hijack the local government elections through brute force. Armed thugs and mercenaries operating under the party's protection launched an audacious bid to seize control of all 30 local government area council secretariats. I haven't followed that Osun State, but I've seen a lot of reports. News at there will be some fatal casualties, and people have been talking about it. I know there was Davido also had come in. I saw some tweets, some he had to delete, some he had to something like that, and the whole drama. But I just didn't follow. I don't even know why I didn't have the energy to just follow that whole drama that was happening. But indeed, as something was going on. And yet, the so-called national leadership of the APC and the presidency watch in complicit silence. Had it not been for the fearless resistance of the Osun people who stood their ground against the APC's rampaging foot soldiers, democracy in the state would have been trampled under the boots of political marauders acting at the behest of their paying overloads. And this is the kind of energy all of us must take along the whole Nigeria. You see this nonsense. I don't want to die. Well, that, oh God, you are dying anyways, madam. You are dying. The people that have died, who never even did anything, are more than the people who stood and spoke on something that have died. So I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. It's not an excuse because we are already dead. Anybody? Are we living in Nigeria? Is this life? What we have in Nigeria today, is it life? Anyway, let me go back to the statement. Let this be clear. Osun State will never bow to anti-democratic forces. The people have shown beyond doubt that they will not allow their electoral rights to be stolen. no matter the level of intimidation. We demand that security agencies deployed for Saturday's elections uphold their constitutional duty with professionalism, refusing to be used as enforcers of the APC's criminal agenda. The world is watching. Nigeria should always also watch. Let's not leave the world alone to watch. Citizens of Nigeria, we should also watch. This suffering is not going to go away if we do nothing. These people are ready for us to die, and they will march over our corpses and do whatever they want to do. So it's better we stand and fight them and regain a Nigeria that will work for everybody, and not a Nigeria that works for just a few people. These are dangerous times. The APC has abandoned any pretense of democratic legitimacy, resulting instead to brute force in its bid to cling to power, even as the people have overwhelmingly rejected it. We commend the brave citizens of Osun State for standing up to the tyranny that sought to break them. Their resilience is a beacon of hope in the face of unrelenting oppression. Tinubu's APC has left no doubt it will stop at nothing to subvert democracy and impose itself against the will of the people. But Nigerians must resist. The time-honored warning remains true. Eternal vigilance is the price for liberty. Bola Ahmed Tinubu at official bat and his dwindling band of enablers must cease their reckless acts of political sabotage, not just in Osun or Lagos, but across Nigeria. The people demand governance, not chaos. Nigeria will not sit idly while their democracy is hijacked by power-drunk regime intent on setting the country on fire. Enough is enough, he said. And true, enough should be enough. And we should be saying never again. Never again will somebody think that they own Nigeria, that their family own Nigeria. If Tinubu wants to be Lord and Mayor, let him stay in his house. The political people that used to come and kneel down for him, they will continue to go down and kneel down for him. He cannot subvert democracy. He has already started on that by rigging the election. Nigerians must ensure that they stop him in whatever capacity that they can. Fellow citizens, our fear is what they thrive on. The day we conquer fear is the day we will get our country back. The time of trying to run away from that fear by fighting each other, coming at each other, taking on each other, it has to stop. This is not the time. I tell you, this is not the time for that fear. Because let me tell you something. Medical these things are good though. You might live up to 70, 80, 90. How old are you now? Those number of years that are remaining for you, if you are going to live up to 70, 80 or 90, do you want to continue it in slavery, in penury, in struggling, in just not being you? Is that what you want for yourself? You deserve better. And so let's collectively stand against whatever it is that APC represents. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.